Hello world. Hello everybody. Hello YouTube. This video is about this here article that I saw on this one guy's thingy here. Let's see if I can pull it back up. There we go. 762 by 51 N80. That's pretty slick. Anyway, it's Mr. I won't take away your guns president, talking about these, he found an article, I guess a Huffington Post. I've never read that. I've heard a lot of ugly stuff about it, but I should, because, you know, you always should know everything regardless. You know, friend, foe, you should know it all about both. And it's about Obama taking a back door to gun control, right? And I read this and read that and the other thing, and it brought up a question I'd been asking, and a kind of a comment that I want to get out there. And here it is. How does a nut with a gun translate to being a gun nut, right? Now me, I've owned guns all my life. I don't even remember when there wasn't, you know, a firearm in my home. Dad, you know, the whole thing. In my home, everyone has a firearm, and it's readily available wherever they are. That's just the way it is here. Like I said, you know, how does... Oh, here, that's what brought up... I get kind of... Yeah, you know how I get, guys. I'm reading about this, the Arizona shooting thing. Here we go, you know, every time some shooting comes up, they blame the gun and not the person, right? So, they're all saying Arizona shooting this, and that's where I come up with, you know, how does a nut with a gun translate to a gun nut? I'm a gun nut, I have a whole bunch of guns. All my life, not one of my guns has killed a human. I've had it 30, 40 years, 53, yeah, good 40 years, and my guns have never came out and killed someone at all. How many others? You know, how many years have you owned a gun and have not gone out and killed somebody, right? And let me talk a minute more, because there's another point I want to make. So I read the thing, and I don't understand how you can, it's the Second Amendment. It's just the Second Amendment to the Constitution. You can't touch it. That's it. It's done. It's the deal. Second Amendment. How does he think he can toy with that? How does he think that that can occur? So, oh, that's my question. Sorry. I own these guns. And, you know, like I said, I've never killed anybody. Let me think about it again. I lost it again. Right. Now, every time I've heard about these shootings, right, the nut went and got his gun to go do the shooting. How many of them pulled their gun out of their gun cabinet, you know, tried and true old gun they've owned for 10, 15 years, and went out and go massacred a bunch of people? 9 times out of 10, I heard about these incidents. They went, got the gun right then and there, went right out, got after the ammo, went right out and did the shooting. Most of these people that have done these shootings didn't own the gun for, what, more than 30 days? Right? They bought this gun, they got it in their head, they're going to go blow a bunch of people away. So they go, okay, first thing I'll need is, well, a gun. And they go out and get the gun. Now, us, you know, all us responsible gun nuts, how many of those guys went out, you know, decided, I'm going to go blow up some bunch of people, I'll get my gun out of my gun cabinet, right? Went out and blew up a bunch of people. My question right there. You know, a nut with a gun is not a gun nut. They're just diametrically opposed, actually. They have nothing to do with each other, except for gun. And on a different note, there is in no way, shape, or form I will relent, release, or otherwise in any way, shape, or form infringe, or I don't know how much more plainly I can put it. I will not, nor will my children, give up my guns for any reason or any president. I'm not ruled, I don't know what word I would use for that, by a president. I am ruled by the Constitution, crash bang. Gotta clean this place up. I got method. Constitution, not by a president. This is what the rule of law and the Constitution is what I abide by. That's the deal. President can do all he wants. He can come and go. This is forever. People, that it even says in the article that they need to adjust or something. I can't remember the word. The Second Amendment. Or they need to update it. There's no update. This is timeless. This is forever. Forever. Set in stone. And you know what? Even stones crumble. But an idea never does. Okay? The Constitution, buddy. That's all that's to it. Now, these people, elected representatives, have done all this crazy crap. I can put that. I don't understand how this is even occurring. I cannot. I look at the TV and in the commercials and the YouTubes, and I'm like, what? Well, I'm dumbfounded. How? No. Now look, this is like a stop sign or stoplight. When the stoplight's red, your ass stops. What don't we understand about that? Right to own and bear arms shall not be infringed. That's all that's to it. How can you possibly, and how can anyone go, oh, not really, come on you, gun nut you. No. The reason I can sit here right now and hold up this piece of paper is because we own and bear arms. That's all that's to it. You imagine how far, if we didn't have any, where would we be? We'd be Libya. Or any one of those countries. They have no guns. They can't do nothing about themselves. Look at Mexico. If they're Mexicans, citizens, all have the right to own and bear arms, do you think them drug gangs would get away with what they're getting away with? Really? No. That's just a given. A bunch of armed citizens that go down and say, hey, you take this drug crap the hell out of here. Why do you think they don't have it here? I know we do have it, but not to the degree of 50,000 people dead? I mean, they're starting to surpass the Vietnam War and the Korean War, because no one has the right to own and bear arms in that country. So the citizens are just a bunch of victims. I mean, that's it in a nutshell. What part does anyone not understand? The right to own and bear arms shall not be infringed. Not by executive order, not by Congress, not by anybody. No one can infringe the right to own and bear arms in this country. That's how I was raised. And then someone comes up, and says, no, we shouldn't have. No. If you don't like it, then don't own one. Plain and simple. I don't understand it. And if we law-abiding citizens don't own one, we're going to be just as much of a victim as those poor folks in Mexico. Oh my God. There it is. There's my example. Shit. Sorry. Oops. Boy, if I was on the floor of Congress, I would do well. Anyway, that's what I got to say. Nope, sorry. No way. Will my gun rights be infringed at all. Period. Know this. All right. Live by your wits, not by your worries. Bye.